talking without speaking, people hearing without listening. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sounds of silence. In restless dreams I walk alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp. My eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sounds of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never shared, and no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fools, I said, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words and I might teach you. Take my arms and I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoes the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they'd made. And the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and in the tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence. I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't want to go home right now. And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your life. And sooner or later it's over, I just don't want to miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand when everything's made to be broken. I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, or the moment of truth in your lies. When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand when everything's made to be broken. I just want you to know who I am. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think they'd understand when everything's made to be broken. I just want you to know who I am. Who I am. I just want you to know who I am. All right, so you should hear me now. So today was one of those days, my friends. My wife got up early and went down to the Costco and brought my brother-in-law, her brother. He goes for the ride, basically. He's not super mobile, but he likes to get out of the house every now and then and come with us wherever we go. Sometimes he just sits in the car. He wouldn't be up for a walk around Costco, but he'll sit in the car and wait till you come out, and it gets him a chance to get out and about, and he's happy to do that. Except then today, when we came home, I guess the wife came in the door, and as you come in the door, we have our deep freeze down in that area, so she was putting things in the deep freeze, and he headed for the first staircase, which is a standard staircase, one flight up, about a dozen steps. And he complained about his leg, but she told him to be careful and just head on up, right? And what are you going to do? He's a 300-pound man. You're not going to offer him a ride. And he was making his way up to the stairs, and he basically got to the top and then lost it and toppled backwards and went all the way down the stairs. So right now, people are at the hospital, and I just don't know what to do with myself. So this is what I was going to do. I was going to go through a box of coins. So I'm going to go through a box of coins, I guess, and just pretend that things are normal, I guess. Because I don't know what to do otherwise. And this is hopefully going to take my mind off it, because he's probably really fucked. He was in rough shape before he went down the stairs. So, yeah. So anyways, I'm going to take the camera off of me now. I'm not the one who's so far away. I feel the snake bite into my veins. Never did I wanna be here again. I don't remember why I came. He's inclined rain on my head. Empty thoughts fill my ears. Find my shade by the moonlight. Why my thoughts aren't so clear. Dreaming, dreaming, breathing, breathing. I'm coming back again. I'm not the one who's so far away. When I feel the snake bite into my veins, never did I wanna be here again. And I don't remember why I came. But I'm not the one who's so far away. When I feel the snake bite into my veins, never did I wanna be here again. And I don't remember why I came. I'm not the one who's so far away. When I feel the snake bite into my veins, never did I wanna be here again. And I don't remember why I came. Well, I'm not the one who's so far away. When I feel the snake bite into my veins, never did I wanna be here again. And I don't remember why I came. I'm not the one who's so far away. I'm not the one who's so far away. In fact, I'm kind of close. Hi, everyone. All right. We'll open the camera again. Welcome back. No, not singing that one yet. Welcome back, Dimebag Darren. World headquarters here in the corner of my living room. We are going to do a box of $2 coins. That's the Canadian $2 coin known as the Toonie. And it looks like that. It looks like that. You got $1,000 in one of these boxes. $1,000. So this is a box I've already searched. You can see it's got dots on it. And if I was to look at it, it has my mark on it. So we won't be doing this box. I clearly got my boxes mixed up. We're doing this box right here. Slide that out of the way a little bit. I love my cough button. It works good. All right. So, on the front of the box, I wrote Dimebag Coins on YouTube. Come visit. And then you open it. It says a quick visit. It'll be fun. Hopefully. All right. So I flipped all the rolls over so I could take a look at their bottom enders and didn't see anything I was looking for. And as always, we are looking for the king. So just like that. No, we don't need the scope. Not yet. But we'll get the card there so that the scope looks good. We need the Mevo. And the Mevo didn't turn on yet because, well, that's my fault. It's got to be somebody's fault, and that'll be mine. My fault. All right, so here we go. Let's grab roll number 1. We're going to, it's not factory rolled, it's customer rolled there. Thank you, everybody. Richard, Steve-O, Moon Over Miami, coining around. All y'all. Mr. Marsh, Christopher Ty, first in the room. Elizabeth, second, I believe. Yeah. Again. Yeah. All right. Now, my whole thing is I'm looking for the king. We need, well, you know, we replaced the queen. We had to. Look at that. It's already right there. And so our new coins will have the king on them. I have plenty of every other coin, but ones with the king, a little harder, don't have any of them. And so what I am doing ideally is finding some kings. Now, don't get me wrong, we find little treasures like this on the way, and this is our first treasure of the hunt so far. It is a painted insulin. That little blue thing is the insulin molecule, and of course, Banting and Best. Banting, one of them. Well, there's two doctors that are. There are actually 4 doctors that were involved, but the names that ring are Banting and Best. One an American, one a Canadian. I don't know which one. Copper Owl, thank you for coming by. Oh, we found another one. We'll talk about that one in a sec. But Banting and Best worked together at the Toronto University to isolate insulin for us all. Thank you very much. Not truly a Canadian-only thing, but definitely something we did together. So that's the insulin toonie, and that comes as painted and unpainted, and those are, you know, a set choice you could make with my $20 deal. And this is also a set choice that you could make with the $20 deal, as we just found one more of the hockey toonies, which we have plenty of, but that's okay. It's still a good find, although in this case, both of these are going back in the roll for somebody else to find, because I do not need them. I have pretty ones put away for you already. I'm going to, hang on, I'll be right back. All right. So I'll get up my magical marker, which is, of course, a Sharpie. We'll put a dot on the top of the roll, put our mark on the side of the roll, put the roll back in the box right side up. Oh, yeah, right, I have those. I suppose I could use some of these. That's not it. Oh, right, over here. Yeah, there'll be some in there. This has got some toonies in it, so if I find ones I want to keep, I will I will replace them with these ones. There's a black one on top of there. Anyways, these will work just fine. Not looking to really keep more of these, but let's do that. All right. Thank you for coming on, Pat. I appreciate you, sir. Hey, we're looking in Edmonton, too, so if I happen to move to Edmonton, bro, I'll take care of you. I see the coins to the bank the other day. Somebody's going to be very happy with it. Oh, yeah, you know, I don't have any need to put away any of the other two. I have them all, and I have extras of them all. I don't mind looking because I can easily, like, if I grab one and the luster that's on that coin makes me go, ooh, then I will put it aside, and it will likely be curated away from circulation so that when somebody maybe wants one, I have one. But it has to give me that, you know, that when you suck in the air going, It's got to take a little bit of my breath away, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? You're going through a roll and you're like, wow, that one really looks good. What year is that? Well, here we have a Quebec. Very interesting situation with Canada and Quebec because that is the coin that celebrates since 1608. That's long before US or Canada. The French were here and Quebec was a place. 400 years. That's a long time. As I say, longer than the US or Canada. The French were here and hanging out with the North American Indians, so that's why Quebec is 400 years old. Pretty neat. The best, but I got so many duplicates. Yeah. Well, and two. Again, like I say, the only reason I'm keeping duplicates is to make sure I have some nice ones around for people who would take me up on my offer. When I first came onto YouTube, I was trying to figure out what I would bring. And there were already people selling Canadian rolls, and I didn't really care for it. It didn't really work for me. There's the king right there. I'm going to go through the rest of this roll quickly. There's another black ring, but we do have one king. I'll be throwing him under the scope in just a second. And now I'm so nonchalant about it now. Oh, there's a king. But, you know, these boxes have been good to me. I got 5 kings out of the other box, so I guess maybe that's wrong, but I kind of expected it. But there he is. His first appearance today. What did I do with that one? Where did I keep it? Well, that's the Quebec. Okay, I don't need a Quebec. And I don't need a War in the Atlantic. I don't need another black ring. But I will be keeping... So I'll throw that other black ring in there. I'll be keeping that one. Replaced it with a black ring. So here's a roll with 2 black rings in it. And it's been through my hands. I don't feel like I'm, you know, the fisherman using the, what do they call it? The drag net. Just picking up everything off the sea floor and taking it for myself. Jamestown, 1607. Hey. I think Coining Around is telling us about some American background that went back to 1607. Jamestown, is that what it is? I don't know what Jamestown is. If that's Canadian, then I'm an idiot. But, yes, sir. But, as you know, the U.S. is celebrating its whatever, it's how many, 225 years or whatever? And Canada's on, well, we did our 150th in 2017. So what we did our, I don't know, I can't do math. I'm not mathing for you. Nick Molnar in the house. Thank you very much. By the way, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like, I don't think it really matters much in my case, but what the hell? Go crazy. Just hit it, you know, an odd number of times rather than an even number of times is all I ask. Good morning, Mr. Marsh, says Mr. Molnar. We are specifically looking for the likeness of the king. We will, if any other wonderful coins come our way, we will mention them. Like 2 of them just went by there, and I will get to them in a moment. But I find the best thing to do is just keep marching through the roll and finish the whole roll, and then quickly discuss what came out of it. Because for the most part, that's nothing. But there's a smattering of king out there, and I have found a smattering of him. So we'll move that aside. We'll throw this one under the scope for a quick view. We have much nicer versions of this. Should you want one, they come painted and unpainted. That is the Armistice Toonie. It gets a nice red poppy underneath there, and it could be one of the ones you choose if you take me up on my offer. And once again, my offer is 20 American dollars, and you can choose 3 sets. Well, in truth, you can choose 6 toonies, whatever you want. But typically, you'll choose sets, and you can get 3 sets, obviously. But I recommend 2 sets, a black toonie, and a king head. Anyway, or order a book from me and get them all. Jack Gallman ordered a book. quite a few other people actually at this point. I should have a list handy so I could read them off and try not to remember. I just have to go through my email to figure that out. But it's getting to be that I've serviced and made happy a few people. I don't think anybody thought they got anything but a good deal so far, I think. But ask about me. What I will charge you is 1.25 face. So for every toonie that's in your toonie book that I'm going to send you, you're going to pay me 2.25. And that's, you can think of that as finder's fee, handling fee, searching fee, fee because you like me, fee because I'm handsome. I don't really give a shit. Whatever thing makes you happy. And yes, that is correct. I would be your bookie. But if you want, like say one of the more fancier books that can cost a little more, may cost more to me as a Canadian to provide to you, then you can get that book yourself as possibly an American. So if you want only books, only coins, and you're going to get your own book, just let me know. And we can just send you the coins. And of course, whenever I get a book, I just charge for the book. I don't upcharge for the book, but I charge for the book. So, it'll reduce your overall cost. If you want coins alone will be 1.25 times by face plus shipping. Now here is the catch, and I'm not trying to hide anything from anyone. You'll be paying in US dollars. Now, there is no conversion. You'll be paying me in US dollars, and I will get the profit from the conversion. So there's my profit for really doing this honestly, and that's how it works. So it's 20 US dollars from you to my PayPal, and I send you 6 coins. You could choose this one, which is the only one we got out of that roll. It is what I call the Boreal Forest, because it says that right on there. It might be harder to remember that this is the one that celebrates Parks Canada, and this is actually a really nice one. But I'm not keeping it because I know I have plenty of these. Actually, that might be a lie. Maybe I am keeping, you know what, I am keeping this one. It's got a certain luster that makes me happy. If it makes me happy, I think it might make you happy. Providing books. I use the basic Lighthouse book, but if you want the fancier one that's got the plastic window that you slide so you can drop the coin in the spot, they're costly up here. So you should just grab one, and then I will just send you coins. And then that's the best way to do it, honestly. You're not getting a better deal any other way than getting the whole book of coins all at once at 1.25 plus shipping. That's the deal. But if you want to dip your feet, you want to check it out, see what it's like. Ooh. Okay, well, that could be a keeper. Well, there's another one. Okay. Well, so far there's sort of 2 possible keepers right there. I'm going to put these 2 into the roll, and what I do is I always drop 2 in the roll and make sure they land flat. They're the seal, And then every time I drop in 2 at a time, they tend to land flat. And that's what I do. Now, here in Canada, they're not going to take my coins back at the bank unless they're rolled. If you bring in a bunch of loose coin, they're going to send you home with a bunch of coin rolls and tell you to roll them up. So you can't just show up with a bag of halves or something like that, the way it works for y'all. And I don't want to piss off my bank because they don't have to do anything for you. Even if you do have money with them, they don't have to go into the vault. They don't have to look for rolls that don't have my mark on them. Okay, so we won't be keeping both of these, but we'll show you the one. That's the Vimy Ridge. That's one of the battles of the war, and it's got too much light on it. Trying to change up the light here just a little bit. Kill that one. The center's a little dingy on this one, so it looks a little darker, but I think maybe you can see the detail a little bit better now, possibly. Anyway, that's the Vimy. We're not going to keep that. We don't need it. But this one here is actually, because it's from 2000, it's a little harder to get in good shape, and this one struck me as being in pretty good shape. From 2000, we call it Knowledge, Three Bears. This is a pretty good looking Three Bears. Got a slightly different side here on the obverse, we call it, the head side. Different than the other toonies, but with the big words of $2 and that. This is a nice one. I'm going to just slide that one aside there. Hopefully not going to be keeping too many. I don't think I put one in there. You know, we'll do a quick count on this one. I forget. I don't think I added one, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 20. Yeah, 24. I was short one. That's right. You don't want to short the bank. That's what this other spare roll to the left side here is for. Is that I just grab one out of here. Actually, I like that one. That one can go. There we go. That was a unpainted Bill Reed that I just put back in there. But it's dingy and dirty, and I'm not going to provide that to you. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm at the point where I really don't keep a bunch of things that I find. They got to be good. You got a bunch of Hysterikas, and the Lighthouse Vista albums are up to $49.95 Canadian each. That's quite a bit, and there are 14 albums. Yeah, so $50 a book. I mean, that's, you know what it's like in our in our hobby. Things cost money, and money's what it's all about. But it's worth it to buy it. A nice book that you like. Honestly, you know what it is. Buy. What is it? Buy right, cry once. Buy wrong, cry twice. Something like that. Oops. They slipped out on me. Yeah, I like the Lighthouse ones with the slidey. I started shipping the books of the previous Lighthouse that have the little pockets. And I don't mind that. Well, I guess it has a slidey too. I guess I don't. This is a nice one. Now, this is 2011. And I note that there's quite a few 2011s that seem to have weathered the battle quite well. So I'm not going to be keeping this one. Just in my mind, I remember that 2011 is one of those that seems to come up quite often in decent shape. There's a 96 with decent luster, but it's also got the ring of death from being handled by automated coin handling machines, unfortunately. Dansko's making albums again. That would be nice. I also heard some other, what album it was, had updated so that their albums had, you know, the dates all the way up to present. That would sure be nice. Well, we got a Sir John A. Macdonald there. Nothing else. John A. Macdonald was the first Prime Minister of Canada. Here. See, that's not quite enough light. I don't like it. Forgive me, scratching ear, itchy ear. Let's try light on. Let's try light down to a minimum. It does pick that up right away with a bunch of glare, doesn't it? So don't beat the mic up. Yeah, it is that light. As soon as I bring it in. All right. Okay, so that's not staying. This goes back on the roll, and we do not have to add anything to this roll since we're not keeping anything from it. We'll just put our dot on it and our mark. It's as simple as that. I'm going to check something here on the phone. Uh-oh. Damn. Okay. It looks like while I'm doing this, my alarms are not coming through. All right, they're putting brother in for a full body CT scan to see what the hell he broke. He's fragile and he's probably shattered something. I hope it's not something like a pelvis and maybe he broke his leg or something like that would be better. Oh, shitty. Jesse, thank you for coming. Goodbye, everyone. Got to go to the post office. You go to the post office. Be safe. Thank you for coming around. Coining around has lots of great lives. You all know that, though. If you don't know Coining Around, get his channel on your list. Click the bell so you know when, because all good things happen. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. We are looking through a box. A box is $1,000 in Canadian $2 coins. See, there's another nice looking one on the face of it. And it is 2010. Yeah, it would be the same kind of a make as the 2011 there. And I tell you, it really did, it handles the travels. Looks good. You know what I'm saying? Keep them guessing. Newest Maniac just made it back from the post office, dropped off, heading to Fredericksburg, Virginia, I believe, VA. Here's another 2000 knowledge. Yeah, you see, you start finding, I don't think, nah. Anyway, you've seen it. I'm not going to put that one up there because we just looked at a 2000 knowledge. That one was maybe as nice as the other one, maybe not quite as. There's a Sir John A. You know what that one looks like. We're going to get past some of these, especially if they're uglier. Well, I'll show you this one. This one carries with it a little piece of significant history in that that is the HMS Shannon. It did capture an American ship and brought it into Halifax Harbor. And on the lead sail there on the right, we would be looking for what they call an extra sail on the variant of this particular coin. I'm not so sure if that doesn't have it. Hang on. Actually, I guess we could play. I mean, that's why we've got the scope, right? So let's pretend that we really want to know whether this has the extra sail or not. It's way too bright. Anything is almost too bright. They start yelling, focus, 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 focus. Okay. Well, I honestly don't know, but I think I can get a reference. I didn't think I'd be taking this quite so far. Canadian coins. Their close-up might be a little closer up than my close-up. Maybe I can get my close-up closer up. Ooh, slide it back down a little bit. Hardcore copper. Holy moly. Gee, I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? $2 coin, HMS Shannon. There's the one they call extra sale. And the arrows are pointing to that sale. I feel like that sale is there. I feel like this is an extra sale. Yeah, I'm going to put this one aside. That could very well be the extra sale variant of that coin, which I don't think I've ever bothered to look for. So I'm pretty sure I don't have. Or if I have it, it's quite by accident. Okay. Well, let's add one to that roll because we're going to keep that for later study. Yeah, I'll just look. It's only $2. I'll put it aside, and if not, it'll get returned later. Meanwhile, we have replaced it with another one, and we are on to the next roll. Duh. You know what? It is time for a mid-hunt interlude. That is correct. And what's it going to be? You know what? I'm still feeling kind of dark. So, since I do feel a little dark, I think I'll play you this. It seems we're fade away, drifting further every day, getting lost within myself. Nothing matters, no one else. I've lost the will to live, simply nothing more to give. There is nothing more for me. Need me intercept, make free. Things not what they used to be. Missing one inside of me. Definitely lost, this can't be real. Cannot stand this hell I feel. Emptiness is filling me to the point of agony. Growing darkness taking dawn. I was me, but now he's gone. No one but me can save myself, but it's too late. Now I can think why I should even try. Yesterday seems as though it never existed. Death greets me warm. Now I will just say goodbye. Goodbye. All right. There's my choo-choo dog. Hiding right now. There's my Tanky. That's my buddy's dog. He's Tank. Tanky. Thank you very much. He's Tanky very much. There's my choo-choo. He is choo-choo. There's my Noname. She doesn't give a flying fuck. There's my bike. It misses me. There's my band. I miss them. There's my dog. Woo, and there's me. I guess I could move the scope up a bit again. I do want to use it for other things. We'll move it up to around there. All right. Metallica and Fade to Black. That's how I feel. All right. Taking my mind off things with a box hunt and you all. Thank you for coming. Ringmaster Ray, Hardcore Trouble? Ringmaster Ray sent me an email yesterday. I will have to double check on that. That's a good thing. All right. So let me make sure. I'm going to say song is on. And this is song is a song. And let's just get a focus on that. It's going to require one. Focus, you fuck. I could use a really good autofocus for this. I do got a good... I spent money on what's supposed to be a better scope. Mostly because it's the brand name and not just Chinese knockoffery. But I'm not sure it's any better than Chinese knockoffery. I like that. That looks pretty sharp. So we're going to rock with that for a while and take it. Take it, take it. Take it to the run, baby. If that's the way you want it, baby, then I don't want you around. Get the fuck on, yeah. All right. Yeah, no cough button that time. That looks like we're ready to go again. Let's get back at it. Oh, well, we got right away insulin tuning. Actually, you know what? I do want to move this. I want to move all of this way over here. I want to put the insulin tuning up in place of that one so you can see what I'm talking about. Talk about. Pop music, talk about. Pop music, talk about. Pop music. Then this, I actually want to move the camera over and up a bit. So this is still framed well like that there. You can see the cough button. Very valuable. I think every streamer should probably have one. Unless you just like never cough. Okay, so what do I do here? Okay. Where was I? We're going to get this thing... Eventually, it's like a ball that rolls down. We're going to get rolling and then it's just going to keep rolling until I... All right, Dance of the Northern Lights. So, this is a pretty good, clean, unpainted, obviously, Dance of the Northern Lights. The proverbial glow in the dark that we look for when we're looking for what we're looking for. Now, we don't find enough glow in the darks, but some of you out there who know better may say, but Dime, found one yesterday, man. And Dime, that last box you went through, how many did you find, Dime? And I will say that I've been blessed. It's been pretty damn good for me. Not that those don't show a lot of sign of honest circulation. I mean, Blockus had a had a roll. He bought a roll. That was pretty awesome. And he, I don't know what he did. He's probably got quite a few still. I know he gave some out, which is very nice of him at the time. Kudos to him for breaking open a roll of glowies, and that's great channel promotion too, you know. Know what I'm saying? Well, what year is it? Yeah, 2009. I got a really nice, shiny, good-looking 2009 here in my hand, and I don't think it's worth adding. It's not on my list in my mind. And the other one we did get was the Nunavut Drummer. Now, this one has a variant we're looking for as well. You can clearly see the ring that surrounds the center insert. That is not what we're looking for. If we ever come across one of these where the image just moves from metal to metal without the ring, that is a variant we're looking for. That would have come out of a Mint set. In this case, and that's why it's worthwhile to look at all the Nunavut drummers as they go by, truthfully. So we're not going to keep either the Dance of the Northern Lights in this case or the Nunavut Drummer. No. Now, these ones come by very often. They made a lot of the Dance of the Northern Lights, and the thing is, because it's not painted, it doesn't catch people's eyes the way the painted version does, and people didn't take them out of circulation. So they're literally found hand over fist. On to the next roll. Oops. You know what I do need to do is put in a little background music. I don't like having nothing playing. That sucks. That sucks. I don't care what you say. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. Yeah, that's it, baby. That's it, baby. Yeah, that'll work. Woo! Pow, pow, pow. Woo! That'll get me going. Wow, that's a nice looking 2021. Well, that's why. The last few years, you're going to find them that they're real nice looking. Of course you are. Because they're made to wear well. See, there's a 2018 that looks great. Another Dance of the Northern Lights that has taken on a little bit of toning, but looks really, wow, that's weird. Okay, we'll look at that one in a moment. Again, we'll pound our way through the rolls, see what's here, and then discuss anything significant that came along. What's significant? If it has a shite load of luster to make me go, ooh, especially if it's one of the older style. What do I mean by older style? Well, like this one, for example, is an older style. As of this one and this one. There's some security measures built into the newer ones that weren't in the older ones. Specifically this fan at the very top, which you can see under the scope much better, but right at the very top, that's a, for the most part, new style. And of those ones, you know, oh, we got another black ring right there. We don't need it, but we're going to put it on the top. There's people like them. Oh, yeah, baby. We'll take it. Another 2023 King Charles. What's what we're looking for? Hell yeah. Okay, and I mentioned there was a Tony looking Dance of the Northern Lights unpainted. There it is. But it looked more toned when I looked at the Queen. Look at that. I think that looks like it got dirty and cleaned, yeah? Because all the dark is in the lower areas. I don't know. It got dirty and then buffed in a pocket, maybe? Gives the Queen an interesting look on this one, but I don't think that's worth keeping. But that one is. That is what we are looking. No, I don't want that on. No, off. There we go. Oh, that's much better. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's what we're looking for. We'll put that one away. My problem is chat is not available to me. Boom. Come back, chat. I got each one looking nice. Blowies, what is that called? 2017, it was our 150th anniversary, and the coin that has paint on it also glows in the dark. So the 2017 glowing $2 coin is sought after, and you know, I just sort of throw out glowies, but a lot of us know what that means already. My apologies. I'm not exactly giving any education here. But the 2017 Canadian $2 coin that comes painted and unpainted is called Dance of the Northern Lights. We've seen the unpainted. God, if I could show you a painted one today, I'd sure appreciate it. And I will. I'll pull one out at the end if I have to. But really what it is now is what I do. My own personal book is filled. Every spot that I can get for any coins that are made, they're ready, it's done. If I find a really nice one, I might go into my own book and see if there's any need to upgrade, but typically that's really not a thing for me. Why I still do this is because it's fun, because I need more kings, and because I have another whole book, in fact, a binder full of nice coins I've just curated away so that I can provide those that are not Canadians. And I say not Canadians because if you're a Canadian, I expect you to almost do this for yourself. I pretty much don't want to do this for you because you could just do this yourself. You can get boxes and it doesn't cost you to do. This is the hobby that barrier to entry is somewhat, I don't know, I think it's low. But anyway, like I sent away a book with 61 $2 coins in it. I charge 1.25 face. So 61 coins is whatever, 61 times by 2, right? It's 122. but I get a little bit more for my look, and that's the 0.25. That's for the work that I'm doing right now. And you, well, you know I'm picky. You can see. I don't keep anything that isn't something I'd want in my own book. And sometimes I make sure that it's not better than the one that's in my book, to tell you honestly. I don't want to upgrade, no offense, somebody else before I make sure that I got a good version of one or the other. But we work together, you know? After this 2 boxes of Toonies, the one I did yesterday and then this one, I'm going to switch back to Loonies and see if we can't stock up on some Kinghead Loonies, and then maybe from there onto a different, I'm not sure, but I tend to stick to, quarters. You could probably do some quarters. There's just so many quarters in the box, man. It's a $500 box, but I feel like there's a gajillion quarters in a quarter box, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot. Question Period Canada, folks, is here. Now, let me say this. If you're interested in what is different about American to Canadian politics, not much. Check out Question Period Canada, where you can find out a lot about what makes Canada politics different than U.S. If you're a Canadian and don't know what Question Period Canada is, then I have failed you, my fucking brother. I am so sorry. Get your ass over there. I should have told you before. You need to be part of what we're doing there. Them and Northern Perspective. Please add those to your list as a good Canadian. And let's see if we can right this sinking ship before the fucker goes under. Please. I'm talking to Canadians. Americans, you can make no difference whatsoever. Canadians. Question Period Canada and Northern Perspective, please. Thank you. I'm finding a few of the commemoratives here. I'm just setting them aside. They are not worth keeping, and they are ugly. And there's another ugly Nunavut drummer. You know what? I'm not going to show you that. It's even got black splotches on it. You won't need to be looking at that. There's a pretty looking 2007. That's not bad looking. That could be a book quality. Okay, so here's one of my favorites. Okay, we're going to put the King aside a moment. I'm not going to keep that one either. Okay, never mind. We're going to keep the King, of course. I like telling this story, because this is from where I grew up. This is from New Westminster, British Columbia, Canada. I grew up in... That's awfully loud. I'm rocking. I grew up in Burnaby, and New Westminster was right beside. I would always ride my bike and end up in New West. And New Westminster is where the boy breaks away from his mother's loving arms on the left to run towards his father, who's marching by in the regiment on the right, and they're going off to war. So this is the son yelling out, "Wait for me, Daddy." It was the cover of Time magazine. And obviously on our coin, because it's a Canadian moment. Like I said, we find tons of these Dance of the Northern Lights. This is one well-worn, well-circulated, but I'm just showing it to you because they are found one after another, hand over fist. This one's very well-worn too, and of course, Sir John A. Macdonald, blah, blah, blah. All right, so that's another roll down. We're about halfway through this box. This is a no-cost hobby. You go get a box, you go through them. The only thing that costs you any money is the coins you keep. And the coins you keep are worth exactly they're worth more, in a way. But at any time, like I said to my wife, even though I've got probably $1,000 in a binder behind me, not part of my collection, just holding them for you guys. I said, hey, if we ever need milk or bread, let me know. You know. Got another Three Bears here, really ugly beat up one. We won't have to look at that closely. In fact, I'm just going to throw it back in there. You've seen the Three Bears. But just to know how often they come up is more important. As you look through rolls of Canadian coins for the commemoratives, you know, how often will you find them? But the other thing is, too, if you start doing a Canadian coin book, you're going to want nice ones from the year XYZ that are not commemoratives, just the regular polar bear standing there. And so a really nice looking coin from almost any year, definitely could end up in a book. But I've got quite a few of those put away as well. So we will set you up. No, not to the point where you need no other coins. That's not quite how it works. But I do set you up with all that I've got that I can provide. And there were some coins some years that there weren't coins made other than those made in special mint sets. So in order to fill those spots in your book, you have to buy the special mint set. I don't have access to that. And if we should ever find it in the wild, it's because somebody had a mint set and busted it open and ended up circulating. So all right, how's your relative doing? Well, the only report I got back, fortunately, you wouldn't believe it. Like, I'll tell you, healthcare in Canada, I'll just share with you, healthcare in Canada now. You've been told it's free, but it's not free. It's paid for in taxes, and we pay a shitload in taxes. So please dissuade yourself of the idea of free, please. And I'll say this. Once I was on the horn with 911, I grabbed my car keys to move the car so they could park right at the house here, because there's only 2 parking spots at my house. Otherwise, it's a fairly busy street. And before I got a chance to get into the car and move it, I could see the ambulance coming down the road. And we got 2 ambulances and the fire truck because, like me, a hefty dude, my brother-in-law is pretty hefty too, and so they needed a couple of firefighters to get her done. But he is getting a full-body CT scan. And the problem with him is that he is fragile. And so I'm just afraid they're going to find he's shattered. And I'm not kidding. I'm not even using that in a joking way. I'm afraid that he is shattered. So, anyways, that's what the CT scan will tell. How many broken bones? I'm actually honestly thinking, bloody hell. Anyway, coins, baby. Love them. Coins, music. I got myself some more coffee. These cups are the best. You can get new seals for them when they give out. And you have to look at those seals because they accumulate this. You don't even want to know. Make sure you wash a seal. If you don't know these, I'm going to show you. Contigo, spill proof for near your computer. And then in the cup lid, there's the seal right there. So you can put in a new seal on all of this. Just then you can open it to wash it properly. Then it clicks back into place, goes on this is the best. I don't care. I mean, there's a million coffee cups up there or mechanisms to seal them. But this one, every time I grab it, you got to push the button in to drink coffee. That's good. That's a good thing. Thanks, Aaron. Aaron is Question Period Canada, by the way. EHREN. I'm Darren, DARREN. I like Aaron. Aaron's a really cool dude. He's a good Canadian. That's what's important these days. He has a passion for his channel and he's doing it well. Puts a lot of work into his graphics. Although I got the production of the channel down, I can handle multiple cameras and guests and all that. I cannot do graphics. If you happen to want to do me a graphic, you go right ahead, because I'm not artsy fartsy. I would draw stick men. Here in the UK, if it's not a stroke or cardiac arrest, you can be waiting well, you know what? You don't wait when the ambulance... Well, no, that's not true either. I was going to tell you, you don't wait when the ambulance brings you in. But no, that's not true either. And the problem with the system here with regards to the Whoa. It's weird, but it's dirty. But it's shiny and dirty at the same time. Anyway, when the ambulance brings you in, if they're not prepared to input you at that moment, the ambulance crew has to stay with you until they hand you off to the hospital. So they're actually busying the ambulance crew, waiting for the hospital to properly input the person they have with them. And that sucks. Repositioning my microphone here. Another Nunavut drummer with a full, you guys want to have a kitty break? Let's have a kitty break. Okay, hang on. I'm just going to put these coins aside. Don't want to get them mixed up with anything here, but we're just going to make a little bit of room for kitty. Because what I'm going to do is grab a kitty treat, and as soon as I grab a kitty treat, all hell's going to break loose. Well, no, that's not true either. Only the half of hell ruled by the devil. No, not me. Come on, sweetheart. There you are. Come on, baby. Go. Come on, baby. Come on, babe. There you are. You can't see her yet. Okay, come on. I'm holding the chair. There we go. Nobody can see you like that. Hang on. This camera's been really good. I got this now set up in such a way so that no matter what I want to do with it, I can just quickly move it around. It's actually pretty cool. Aside from the upside down part, I just have to change that in my settings. Oh wow. That's pretty weird. Good thing, you just be careful, please. While I do an image flip for you. Let's just flip. There we go, flipped it. There we go. Okay, now we got a couple of cat cams. Some of you are going to get the butt. Okay, come on, let's get back to this. You want some of that? Which kind did we get? Oh, tuna and shrimp. I think that's one of her more favorite kinds. I've had her walk away from the chicken. Where's my mouse? Whenever there's a cat around, it's hard to find a mouse. And that's it. We're going 3 cameras deep on the cat. That's right. See if we can't get you some kitty face. Everybody likes a little kitty face. I like a little kitty in my face. If I get kitty in my face, I just do what kitty does here and lick, 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 lick. Until it's all gone. Yum, yum, yum. Kitty in the face. Everybody likes a little kitty in the face. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty. Num, 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 num. She's so tolerant of me when I'm giving her the treat she likes. Otherwise, she can be dangerous. I'm not kidding. It's a Manx, M-A-N-X. Check it out. One of the largest breeds of cat you can have at home. This one grows for 5 years. It's not 5 years old yet. Seems to still be getting bigger, but I hope that stops soon. Very big. She knows when she starts to lick my finger that we're probably damn close to done. Okay. And when she sees this is done, she generally doesn't last very long. usually, well, I get pretty handsy. She doesn't care for handsy, do you? You don't care for handsy. You're kind of an independent kitty. Even when you want to give her like all the love in the world, she's like not about it. Are you? Some scratches, yeah. And she likes her scratches pretty hard. Like you gotta figure she's got claws, right? So when she's looking for some kind of scratches, she's looking for a little more than just a little rubby dub. You think a Manx with a short tail would not like to have their tail pulled or anything like that? But that's not her big concern. And we'll pull the camera back into play here. Actually, I can not flip the camera. I can just physically flip the freaking camera. There we go. And tighten down the little gimbal dealie, and we're back. We're back! There, I'm back. Kitty stayed nearby. What do you know? Okay, now where the hell was I before I got cat complicated? Oh yeah, we were doing a roll. Hee hee! Alright. He's a busy dude. He loves sending graphics, sites, through images, phone. Gotta keep it real. Great stuff. Love your show. Absolutely, man. Oh, dude, you got a lot on your. I love your channel. You put a lot more into your channel than I put into mine. I'm not sure what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to be me, and I'm trying to leave something behind that the people who will wonder what I was like can view when I'm gone. Kinda, that's more it than any other it. But at the same time, too, I'm a few people away from my 1,000. So if I can get to 1,000 and monetize anything I do, I certainly wouldn't mind being paid for being me. That'd be pretty cool. Imagine. All you did was be you and suddenly somebody... I'm just saying. When everybody told you were worthless your whole life, that you can turn around and... Yes, as Manx cats go, she has a long tail. In fact, they come in classes. You can't show your Manx as a show cat unless she's got a bumpy rumpy, which means no tail at all, just a little bump. If your cat has a more of a tail, she would have, and our cat is that, a stumpy rumpy. I'll tell you one other tip too, and now this is more for Americans because of the pricing, but my audio box, where my microphone plugs in, is a PreSonus Revelator IO24. It has room for 2 microphones, but more importantly, it has the onboard ability to do compression, equalization, gating, filtering, and it's done on board on a little chip that's in the box. There are some boxes that can do that, but they rely on your computer to do that, and you don't need your computer working, doing more things when you're trying to stream. So in America, that box is available for $99, and the mic I'm using is available for $35 to $39. You need a cable, and you need a mic stand, and that is it to get the same audio that I get. But in Canada, these things cost a little bit more. And there are other just as good solutions, some of which I think cost a little bit too much, but if you buy them and you pay, you know what it is, buy once, cry once, right? If you buy the, for example, the Rode Podcaster Pro or Podcaster Duo, those are awesome. If you have the money to buy the Rode Podcaster Pro or Podcaster Duo, just do that. It's even better than what I got here. The other one is the Lewitt Connect 6. The Lewitt Connect 6 is another great box that I would consider if I wasn't getting along with the one I got. So there you go. There's some... You don't need to spend $1 million on a microphone. If you want a brand name microphone, get a Shure SM58. It's all you need. If you don't care about the what you call it, name brand, then Fifine, Fifine. And this microphone is the K669D. No ability to do anything USB on this microphone. It's a pure dynamic XLR professional style microphone that needs an interface. You're not going to be plugging it directly into your computer because it has an XLR plug. But $39? I told my friends, I said, get the box, get the microphone, get them from Amazon because you can return them if I'm wrong. I have a couple friends that got them and didn't even take them out of their box yet, which is driving me nuts, Deb. But anyway, I digress. If you see that mark on a roll, you'll know that I've been through it, but that doesn't necessarily mean there's nothing in it. Because I am not, like, again, sweeping the bottom of the seabed here, collecting up every single thing. It is, yeah, that's probably true. I made a bunch of shorts. I got to make shorts more. And you know what? The shorts that I make are the best ones I've ever made are the ones where they're utterly organic. Like I found a cool car out in a parking lot and it was time to make a short. And those shorts just nail it. I don't think there's so many coin people out there for shorts, but I've done that too. Not regularly. I don't do anything regularly. They wanted me. Well, no, they wanted me. That's not true. I was considering running an online karaoke on Thursday nights. But once you do that, people rely on you to be there on Thursday night every night, on the Thursday night. It's a commitment. And those that heard me muse about it asked me if I was going to do it. And I'm just not into the commitment. That's the problem. I love those people and, you know, I might just do it, but I don't want to do it in such a way as that I've told people that, yes, I am going to do it. Yes, I am going to be there. Now, I know that makes a big difference for, you know, who's going to show up. But I'm known for doing things completely bass-ackwards, just for fun. Another Dance of the Northern Lights, pretty decent one, would look fine in your book. You wouldn't have to be without it. I'm going to leave that one up there for now, just to leave something under the scope. Usually, yesterday I got through my box in an hour. I try not to make these things too long, but today I've thrown in a couple of musical interludes. Well, no, only one so far. Okay, there'll be another one shortly. As per this roll, I will give you a musical interlude because I decided, since this channel and the things I do are pretty much about me leaving my legacy and having some fun while doing it, there's nothing more integral to me than my God-given ability to sing half decent. I never did take any training, although I did try to learn a few instruments, which I'm horrible at all the instruments I tried to learn, but I can make noise that I enjoy, so I'll only do that pretty much for myself. Ooh, look at that. First thing I do is I go through the roll quickly, isolating anything that is remarkable, and then afterwards I'll give you a quick discussion about those things that I've found. That's that little pile right there below my hands. But it's just as easy for me to continue the search and then talk about the roll. So we'll move this Dance of the Northern Lights out of the way. Oh, knock my book. Knock it. So once again, Nunavut drummer. We got lots of them. It's got a ring. It's no good. Oh. Okay, let's do it this way. We did get another 2003 Bears, or Knowledge, whatever you want to call it. Ugly, not worth keeping. Got to go back in the roll. But what we did pull from here is a set. The hockey set. So here you can see the painted and unpainted version of the celebration of the winning of the hockey game back in 72. We sang songs about this sucker. We drank beers about this sucker. We'll drink more beers about this sucker. We like winning hockey games. Speaking of, go Oilers, go. Go Oilers, go! I'm hoping to earn. I'm going to tell you, we're off the channel, so you're here. I'm not begging on your channel, but I'm hoping to earn my wrench one day on your channel. I think it's important enough, and I think that is that's quite the mark, you know. I'd be nice with it. I won't hurt people. I won't wield the wrench heavily. You might not. In fact, where's my mouse? Hold my beer. That's right. In fact, hold my beer. Wings fan here. Good luck to you. I'm just hoping Canada brings our cup home. It's not yours. It's ours. You don't know who Lord Stanley is. Come on. Don't be silly. I always loved my Alice Cooper. You like Alice Cooper? Quiet. Quiet. I'm going to sing some Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper. Your cruel device, your blood like ice. One look could kill your pain, your thrill. I wanna love you, but I better not touch. I wanna hold you, but my senses tell me to stop. I wanna kiss you, but I wanna too much. I wanna taste you, but your lips are venomous poison. Your poison running through my veins. Your poison, and I don't wanna break these chains. Your mouth so hot. Your web, I'm caught. Your skin so wet. My glass on sweat. I hear you calling and it's needles and pins. I wanna hurt you just to hear you screaming my name. I wanna touch you but you're under my skin. I wanna kiss you but your lips are venomous poison. Your poison running through my veins. Poison. And I don't wanna break these chains. Poison, poison. One look could kill my pain, your thrill. But I better not touch. I wanna hold you, but my senses tell me to stop. I wanna kiss you, but I wanna take a venomous poison. Your poison running through my veins. Your poison, and I don't wanna break these chains. Poison. I wanna hold you, but my senses tell me to stop. I wanna kiss you, but I wanna too much. Don't wanna taste you, but your lips are venomous poison. Well, I don't wanna break these chains. Poison. Poison inside my veins. Burning deep inside my veins. Poison. I don't wanna break these chains. Poison. Diddly-diddly-diddly-dee. Diddly-dee. All right. So a little poison. Bad stuff. Stay away from the poison. All right. Having some fun going back through the rolls. Let's go. Which one do we want to see close? That's the scope, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah, we can roll like that. You don't need this one. That'll work. Ah, you don't even need that one. What if I was... Oh, yeah, right. If I don't, if I'm not in the picture, then I'm muted. That's the way this thing works. That's right. What's a better picture? That one? No, maybe this one? No. Nah. Yeah, I think this one. I think the scope needs it to do. Okay, we'll just keep rocking this one here. Yeah, if I pull my picture out, then I lose. It's like I'm using StreamYards 5 different times here. Yeah, so it's just so many switches in my brain. Only so on. Another Dance of the Northern Lights here. I'm not going to really discuss it much. You don't miss the king when he comes by because, of course, he's on a shiny new coin. And also, there's another knowledge, 3 bears. He faces the other way. Every time the monarch changes, they have him face the other direction. So that is one thing that gives a giveaway. If you look in the other direction, it's definitely the king. Not to mention that it ain't the queen, so you're kind of used to what she looks like by now here in Canada. But you know what's, I was going to say weird, but I'm going to change that to disheartening. I regularly, to a level, go through drive-thrus I'll put it this way. I always have cash because I want change. So if I go buy anything anywhere, I'm not going to tap a card often. I just basically hand them, I want some change. But when you talk to the people who handle the change all day long and you ask them, have you seen any coins with the king's, face on them? It's one thing if they say, no, I haven't seen that yet. I've been looking for it. Or, oh yeah, I guess that's going to happen. No, I haven't seen that yet. But I'm going to be frank here. And now I'm taking it into the Canadian politics world that my friend Question Period Canada deals with. It's immigration. The people there, they have no idea that on the coins, the queen is there because she's the queen of our country, that there will be a king there because we now have a king. I mean, at the level the Canadians function, it is a lower level than England, I'm with you, but we have a king. But the background of Canada is utterly and completely lost on people who are here, many of which are on student visas and things like that, and now are protesting that they should be able to stay. One of our big things right now is all kinds of people who are here on temporary reasons, temporary allotments, have bound together and are protesting in the streets that because they have a job and they pay some taxes, they should be staying there. They're contributing to the economy, and just because of that, all the rules should change. It's just nuts. I'm sorry, but I'm into and no offense, if you're here on a temporary and you're done, then you're gone. See you later. You're not part of the program. We have we have a program for immigration. You throw that all off when you use alternate methods. We get the wrong number of people, and sometimes we get the wrong kind of people, because we should be discriminatory about who we let in. Like, again, if you've got an extensive criminal record, why wouldn't we be discriminatory against you? You've earned it. All right, here is one of the Canadian coins we look for. It comes painted and unpainted. This is the one celebrating Aboriginal Day. These are the dudes that were here before us. We owe them. These 3 patterns indicate the 3 groups of Aboriginal people who are part of Canada and were here before us. The Inuit, that's the Eskimos kids, if you want to use the term they don't like anymore. The Métis, that's where the French and the indigenous population came together to make some of the prettiest looking Indians you're ever going to find. And the Plains Indians, the others. There's a term. I don't know what it is. So there you go. And that one is one of the ones you could choose in your set. If you were into it, it's 20 USD. I send you 6 coins, $2 each, total of $12 face. And you can choose sets or anything that you've seen today would be available. 1608 to 2008, a decent Quebec. I got the hiccups now. Okay, so I don't need to keep either of these. They're in good supply. So we'll just put our mark on the roll. And there's one more roll. This was, I didn't get a chance to do it. This is the penultimate roll. We're done. And then you send me the picture of the time. I'm a geek. I love this stuff. Love you, man. I will, I will. Can't turn down an offer like that. Have you had any banknotes with Kingfisher Canada yet? No, but I fully expect we will. But here is the thing. Frankly speaking, many of our banknotes don't have the Queen on them. The $20 bill does, but other bills have other people on them. So I don't expect that she'll sweep across all our banknotes and suddenly be on all of them. But they should redo the 20. There's a commemorative we'll talk about in a moment. They should redo the 20. Black one, not too bad. We got 3 to mention so far out of this roll. Our final roll. Oh, we went 2 hours today with all the hubbaloo. Nice. Well, hubbaloo. Me taking breaks to play music, which I think I'm going to do one more of before we're done. We'll close the show out with a song. And we got a Nunavut drummer with a ring. Nothing special there. Oh, well, no, I'm not going to show you the Nunavut drummer again. But let's spend a moment on this one. That's our 2018 or 2016. This $2 circulation coin commemorating the 75th anniversary of the Battle of the Atlantic. The reverse image on this new circulating coin features the artwork of Canadian maritime artist Yves Berube. It depicts the many crucial actors in Canada's victory in the Battle of the Atlantic. An anti-aircraft gunman positioned on the deck of a corvette, an Allied aircraft hunting enemy submarines, as well as a merchant ship whose vital cargo is protected by a nearby Navy vessel on convoy duty. Beauty. Beauty, eh? Take off. Towel off. Okay, what else? Not in perfect shape or anything, but when you get the one bear with the sun rays behind him, well, you got yourself a Churchill. Churchill the bear. So let's find out about Churchill the bear, shall we? Since he's our last coin, other than that black ring toonie, which we know what that's all about. The Royal Canadian Mint was marking the 10th anniversary of the toonie with a commemorative version of the $2 coin. Designed by Ontario artist Tony Bianco, the coin depicts the polar bear in a new pose. Following an online contest, the winning name Churchill won 34% of the total votes, while Wilbert was the runner-up with 26%, and Plouffe placed third with 15%. The name of the toonie, the name for the toonie polar bear is Churchill. When the Name Our Polar Bear contest closed on October 5, 2006, 166,635 Canadians had spoken. Good old Canadians speaking. I like that kind of thing. And what else was there here? We did the Battle of the Atlantic. We talked about the Black Ring one. We looked at a decent boreal forest. And there he is, DG Rex. And there's a chance he might not be with us all that long. I hate to speak ill of it, but, he's had his health issues. And he'll have to be careful about, I'm sure he is. Admonish the king. You be careful, you king. You're going to need to be careful. Yeah. A little bit of cleanup on the desk here. And that is that. We have been through another box. And what we get? Another couple king heads out? I guess we should do a post-mortem, shouldn't we? Isn't that part of it? I think so. And away it goes. If I'm nothing else, I'm soothing. Let me give you a massage. I'll rub your feet. I can do that. It's all good. I like to be helpful. Make you a cocoa, you know? Got two king heads. Don't know why I'm held on to this insulin, because I do not need it. Held on to this boreal forest because it's awful pretty. And held on to this 2000 because it's quite pretty. We'll look into the book that we've got. Plus, we will scope this one much more closely because it may be an HMS Shannon with the second scale. The second. You know what I mean? Could have that extra sail. So, that is it. And that is all. Thank you for being part. Oh, no. There's a giveaway today. Yeah, I promised. There it is. Type in the word Canada to be part of the draw. All you got to do is type in the word Canada, and you will be instantly entered for a draw of some kind. That's my wife. Hang on. Get your Canadas in there. All right, a little up-to-dateness from the hospital sign. Done thing. He's had the scans, so now they're waiting on results. Somebody to look at it and determine how broken he is, I guess. Bummer. Okay. I have a real problem with that. You see those lines on the... No, you can't. You don't see that. You don't... Yeah, you do. I have to have them straight. It's a weird thing. All right, so a couple more seconds. Everybody enter Canada for the draw tonight. I'm going to send you something Canadian. Not sure what it's going to be yet. I didn't ever put up my banner today. Not that that's a big deal, but I have the email address in there somewhere. Where banners, banner. Where I put up the logo and set under there. Oh, banners. That's the whole thing. I'm a doughhead. There it is. If you are the winner, you will email me your details and I will send you by a Christmas card, greeting card, divorce card, some kind of card. I literally go to Value Village and buy a bag of cards, and I don't know what's in them, and it can be every and any kind of card. So I just use those because you can buy a bag for $1. $1. Buy a bag for $1. All right. I know there aren't that many people watching, and I'm good with that. I appreciate all of you that come by, and it's basically all of you that have hung out. We've only got 5 in the number thing, so that gives you all a pretty damn good chance. And I'm going to be pressing that button real quick, so if you're on the channel and you have not, please type in the word Canada, and then you will be in the draw. And then when I click the button, you'll have a half a chance to win. To win. All right, you ready? I think it's time. Mr. Marsh. N. Marsh. Please contact dimebagdarrenlow@gmail.com. Give me a mailing address. I'm not that quick about it, but it always gets done. We'll send you something to hopefully remind you that you spent some time here at Dimebag Darren World Headquarters, here in the corner of my living room. Cool? I think so. All right. So once again, thanking everybody who stopped by during the course of this here thing. Mr. Marks, Lyle, Storica, Moon Over Miami, Question Period, Canada. Any good Canadian who doesn't know who that is, I should come to your house and kick your butt personally. But I won't. I'll just tell you to subscribe. Personally. Oh, right. Hang on. One other quick thing. I gotta click here and do. And then I gotta click here, do. Oh, right. Then I gotta stop here, do. That's what I mean. That was the thing that needed to happen. Alrighty. That calls it quits. Once again, from Dimebag Darren World Headquarters here in the corner of my living room. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me on a day that, Anywho, bye everyone. Is there anybody else that's on right now that's worthwhile? I ask. Often Mr. Molnar's on. Has he been on? I know he left. He may have left because it was time to get his own live up and running. Often that's the case. Check out the Numismaniac. He's been doing some great videos recently for Canadian coin knowledge. Way more than me, honestly. So definitely check him out. Has anybody else recently posted anything of note? Numismatic's been really good about... Numismaniac, pardon me. Numismaniac. If you don't say it right, you won't type it right. The Numis Maniac. Numis being money, Maniac being Pat. I don't see anything else I would endorse that is live right now. There are some good live channels, but none of them are under my wing, so we won't say too much more about it. And once again, I will now click the button, the bye-bye button. Bye-bye.